Sunday worship or the true Sabbath? The Bible has the answer. For centuries, Christians have gathered on Sunday to worship. Many believe Sunday is the Lord's Day, but is this really what the Bible teaches? If God never changed the Sabbath and Jesus never changed it, then who did? The Bible has the answer. What does the Bible say about the Sabbath? The fourth commandment is one of God's clearest instructions. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Exodus 20, 8-10, KJV. The seventh day is Saturday, not Sunday. From the very beginning of time, God set apart the Sabbath. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Genesis 2, 2-3, KJV. The Sabbath was not just for Israel. It was established at creation. If God sanctified the seventh day forever, why do millions worship on Sunday? If God never changed it and Jesus never changed it, then who did? Did Jesus change the Sabbath? Some claim that Jesus changed the Sabbath to Sunday after his resurrection. But does the Bible support this claim? Jesus kept the Sabbath, and he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day. Luke 4:16, KJV. Even after his resurrection, his followers continued keeping the Sabbath. And they returned, and prepared spices and ointments, and rested the Sabbath day according to the commandment. Luke 23:56, KJV. The apostles also observed the Sabbath, and Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the Scriptures. Acts 17:2, KJV. Nowhere in Scripture does Jesus or the apostles command worship on Sunday. So if Sunday worship is not biblical, then where did it come from? Who changed the Sabbath? The Catholic Church admits it. The Catholic Church openly admits that they changed the Sabbath, not by God's authority, but by their own power. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. The Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine, 1937, page 50. Sunday is our mark of authority. The Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. Catholic Record, September 1, 1923. The Catholic Church took the pagan Sunday and made it the Christian Sunday. The Catholic World, March 1894, pound 809. The evidence is clear. Sunday worship is not found in the Bible. It is a Catholic tradition, not a command from God. Protestant churches admit the Sabbath is Saturday. Even Protestant denominations who claim to follow Scripture alone admit that Saturday is the true Sabbath. Baptist Church. There was and is a commandment to keep holy the Sabbath day, but that Sabbath day was not Sunday. Dr. Edward T. Hiscox, The Baptist Manual, 1893. Methodist Church. The reason we observe the first day instead of the seventh is based on no positive command. One will search the Scriptures in vain for authority for changing from the seventh day to the first. Clovis G. Chappell, 10 Rules for Living, page 61. Lutheran Church. The observance of the Lord's Day, Sunday, is founded not on any command of God, but on the authority of the Church. Augsburg Confession, Article 98. If Sunday worship is not biblical, why do Protestants still follow a Catholic tradition? The final challenge: are you following God or man? If Sunday worship is biblical, then answer these questions. Where in the Bible did God command Sunday worship? No such verse exists. If the Sabbath was abolished, why did Jesus and his disciples still keep it after his resurrection? Luke 23:56, Acts 13:42-44, Acts 16:13. If the Sabbath was changed to Sunday, why do Protestant churches admit that Saturday is the true Sabbath? We ought to obey God rather than men. Acts 5:29 KJV. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Revelation 14:12 KJV. Now that you know the truth, what will you do? Will you obey God or follow a man-made tradition?